Hello, everyone, and welcome to another open line session of the Pneumatic Tubes of You, hosted by me, Darth Hasser, and with me today I have the ever so spooky and ever so mysterious Mr. Hyde. Welcome,
Hello,
Mr.
everyone.
Hyde.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing fine. It's been a nice
Speaking of,
Sunday.
come again?
Yes, it's been a nice Sunday.
Yes, it has been a rather blissful Sunday, all things considered. But we're not here to discuss Sunday. We're here to discuss some green kaiju.
The
I
king
don't
of
know about
monsters.
the king of monsters, Godzilla. What do you remember of Godzilla?
When I grew up watching Godzilla, the first thing that comes to my mind is the rubber suit.
Ah, yes, the rubber suit. I think I think that seems to be a like almost an industry trope of early Japanese movie monsters. But even in the old TV shows like Super Sentai, there were always those rubberized suits for monsters, and
Well, as a kid, it really helps you make use your imagination too, right?
yes, I
Because
yeah,
to me growing up, he was still the king of monsters, even though he was a rubberized suit. As you realize, later on as you got older, you still saw him as a giant monster. It didn't matter if he was a rubberized suit because when you're that age, it doesn't matter. He was a big monster.
he was still pretty big, a rubberized monster worn by a man and on a miniaturized set, wrecking up Tokyo like
You,
nobody's business.
you just imagine how much fun that guy was having in that suit.
I bet you he was having an absolute blast. I bet you he was just having a field day, just knocking it down them
Oh
sets.
yeah, I know I would be. I'd be totally right into it too, with the whole roaring and the growling and the stomping.
I bet he was thinking about all the people that pissed him off that day,
Oh yeah,
taking it out on them sets.
good stress relief. Put on a rubber suit and start stomping around the city.
Well, Parrot Head and Lady Miss, thank you for coming. And I was really my introduction wasn't exactly to Godzilla at first. I think the first actual Toho movie I actually saw was believe it or not, Rodan.
Yes, yes.
And then it led me on to Godzilla, and then it was all green radioactive and radioactive fire from there.
Yeah, Rodan was such a great character too, wasn't
I liked Rodan. Everybody gives that movie crap, but I liked it.
he? Definitely a good starting point into the franchise as well.
Yeah, it's a lot more subtle than some of the others. Some of the other monsters are more in your face, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
The
God,
Godzilla. Go ahead.
I was going to say Godzilla. It's recognized in the Guinness Book of World Records, isn't it, as the longest continuing running movie franchise.
Is it?
Yeah,
Wow. That
having been in production since 1954.
holy cow. That has been a long time.
Yeah, this is 36 films, 32 produced by Toho, and 4 Hollywood films.
That is a hell of a run.
Yep, 36 films. That's good.
I don't even think Jason Voorhees has got that.
No, got nothing on Godzilla. That's why they call him the King of Monsters.
Yep, that is one thing for sure. He is. Although King Kong is pretty good, but I like Godzilla better. I don't know why.
Yeah,
It's like
because
trying to
even back
explain.
then, the production values.
It's like trying to explain how you like why you like popcorn. You just can't
Aside
really
from making
explain
you
it.
stuck in your teeth. Yeah,
You just do. Some things you just do.
natural. Yep. Eat popcorn and enjoy Godzilla.
Yes, this is a great way to do it. Um,
I remember being young and
Go ahead.
watching Godzilla movies with them. It was a good memory. Sitting with my uncle watching these old Godzilla movies because he was into them as much as I was.
Ah, I remember watching Godzilla with my dad, and we had so much fun with those movies.
Hmm.
I mean, even even as a kid, the I think it was more the whole male bonding experience, enjoying a good movie. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting too sentimental about it. I don't.
Hey, it's good to be sentimental about old things like that, eh?
Yeah, but I really liked especially the old black and white version. A lot of people don't care too much for the black and white films, but I do. I love the black and white films.
I would rather sit through all the black and white films than the 1998 film, I think it was, 96 film, which
Oh, I
was
will
a few years
definitely give. I'll
ago.
definitely give
Oh,
you that. You're talking about the one with
Matthew Broderick.
yes, Matthew Broderick. But I
Yeah.
do gotta say that is a good. I think the only positive thing I really have to say about that movie is it's a true return to form for Matthew Broderick.
Yeah.
I mean, he did do good acting in that movie. He did good with what he was given. That movie was garbage.
Yeah.
That movie
Yeah.
was a hot mess.
And I'm glad they didn't continue on because I think they had a 3 movie deal planned for that. But because of the failure of that movie, they didn't continue on.
And that was a
And
little before like social media, before all the online backlash stuff.
oh yeah, before all the whiny crybaby. First Godzilla movie was in 1954. That's crazy, huh?
Yeah, that sounds right.
And it had political and social undertones even then. It's Japan at the time. And a lot of the first soundtrack in music that they used was reused throughout all the other movies too. So they saved money using reused music.
Wrenches are on point. Thank you, Lady Mist.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. What was that?
She's she's on point with all the Godzilla facts. 19
Oh,
Ishiro Honda, Godzilla Raids Again, director. That's the second movie, 1955.
mm-hmm.
Mothra, 1964, Mothra versus Godzilla. Yes, I remember that one. But I also remember the sub movie. I even have the sub movie, Mothra,
Right. Yep.
on VHS,
Wow.
or at least I had it. I don't think it's no longer on my shelves. Like I said, things get legs around here.
Yeah. A lot of my geeky stuff ended up making its way to New York City with my daughter because she's a big fan of that stuff. And I'm like, dude, I need some of this stuff back. So, but I might have to rebuy some of my stuff.
Good luck finding a VH copy of Mothra.
Yeah. I believe the second movie was called Godzilla Raids Again,
Yeah, that's what she
1955.
said. 1955.
Mm-hmm.
It's right. Yeah. If it's not me, it's my wrenches, ladies and gentlemen. They help keep me on track. A lot of help. A lot of. If I had a hat, it'd definitely be off to my wrenches. My wrenches are absolutely amazing.
Good job, Rich. I remember when I first started live streaming, and then I had my first wrench. I felt legit. I was like, hey, I finally got my first wrench. I was going to say wench. Wrench.
Got your first wench?
That's
Never.
how big I am. I got wenches.
He don't just got wrenches. He's got wenches. That's
That's
cool.
right.
Now you know you got it made when you got wenches too. That's a horrible.
And then after that, we got our very what's that?
Right after that, you got.
We got our first King Kong versus Godzilla in 1962.
I heard there were two different versions to that. There was the Japanese ending, and then there was the American ending.
Yeah, it was released two different companies, Universal Pictures, and then actually three times. Universal Pictures released it, Home Entertainment, and then the Criterion Collection also released it as well. But I
And
think
then
there was two versions.
wasn't there also a Toho version? Or,
I think so. Yeah.
and the Toho version has the version where Godzilla wins.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Universal version was the one where King Kong wins.
Yeah.
I had
Well,
both
like
versions. I had both
yeah,
versions.
yeah. Well, King Kong was a Universal character, I believe, with him. So, of course, he's going to win for the Universal side.
Yeah.
My
Parrothead
money's on.
asked which one had Raymond Burr in it.
Oh, which one had it?
Wasn't it the first Godzilla?
I think it might have been.
Like 1954, I believe.
Yeah, I think so too.
Now I'm even curious. Like, we're literally, like, I'm literally doing this off of memory.
Yeah.
There is no cheat sheet here. This is just all recollecting from my head.
Uh, King of the Monsters.
Was it Godzilla King of the Monsters?
Yeah,
Raymond Burr? Okay.
yeah. He was in the King of the Monsters, 1956.
Ooh. Ishiro Honda directed most of them. I think he was the creator of Godzilla too.
Yep.
He didn't just direct it; he created Godzilla, I believe.
And I think he was still around when it came back when they did the not the last one, the one before that one. What was that one called again? I can't remember. I
Oh,
have it too, and I can't remember the name of it.
I keep moving around now, starting to feel like our dang Rice Krispie.
It was. I think it was. It was just called Godzilla. I think in 2014.
I remember the return to form, Godzilla 2000. I thought that was okay. It was definitely better than what we were given with the one with Matthew Broderick. It was a lot better. It was definitely a lot better than that one. Of course, that's saying a lot. Anything would be better than that one.
It's, it sits on the. I have a shelf. Like I've got over 1,000 movies because I'm a big collector of movies, so I own that one. And I have a shelf designed for movies that I'll never ever watch again.
And that just happens to be sitting on there. I
1998
could almost,
Godzilla, and it was.
I could bet on it. Don't get me wrong, that soundtrack was good though.
It was a rocking soundtrack.
I
It's
like the
one of those cases
soundtrack.
where the soundtrack was better than the movie.
Heck, even the Josie and the Pussycats soundtrack was better than the movie.
Mm, yeah,
There's a reason I only have the Josie and the Pussycat soundtrack and not the movie.
it's been a long time since I listened to that.
Yeah, that was I think I was the same time Godzilla came out because I think they were in the theaters at the very same time when Matthew Broderick's that Godzilla came out. It was that Josie and the Pussycats, and I think was it American Pie 2 or I want to say American Pie 2. Why do I keep
I
want to
think
say
it was
American?
American Pie too. Right?
No, it was Tomcats.
Oh, okay. So
When
after the King Kong versus Godzilla, we had a two-year break, and there was two different movies that came out that year. There was the Mothra versus Godzilla and Ghidorah, the three-headed monster.
I like that was probably one of the more epic Godzilla movies besides the whole Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah, I like
Yes,
the Ghidorah one. I think that one's one of my favorite ones.
Lady Miss is just pumping up the facts. You sure you don't want to come up here? I mean, this is open lines. You're more than welcome to come up here. She
In a
seems to be
year.
she seems to be
Hmm?
pumping out the facts here.
I don't have the chat open, so I'm missing some of it. I'm on my phone, so I'm not on my computer.
Oh, I would have. I usually. She says nope, too shy.
We won't fight.
Oh, I promise we won't bite.
Yeah, the Ghidorah one was actually, I think, my favorite one. All the original movies.
What
I
what
like
what did, what what's your take on Godzilla versus Gigan or yeah, that one.
I think it was my second favorite one.
I like that one and Megalon or is it Godzilla versus Megalon?
Yeah, that one was out in 1973. I was a whole 3 years old.
I wasn't even a twinkle in Daddy's eye yet. I like the older films for some reason.
Well, they were so much fun. Like we talked earlier when we first started, rubber suit guy stomping around.
Yeah, a lot more to the imagination than what we have today. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like seeing these big movie monsters realized in their full glory on a screen, but at least leave something to the imagination.
Yeah, the big special effects are good, but you need to be able to use your imagination and realize that back then they didn't have the effects that we do now. So that's all artistry right there, right?
Yeah.
That's not all computer generated. That's actual people working hard to be able to create an illusion.
Are you pulling these off of Google or are you literally looking at the boxes? Because
I'm going off by in my memory.
oh, I was talking about Lady Miss because she's just
Oh,
pumping out all these Godzilla effects.
Lady
Yeah,
Miss, you got to come on.
yeah. Come on, you're way too knowledgeable to be like just. She's just popping out Godzilla effects. June Fukuda. I hope I pronounced that right. I never really was too good with Japanese names, so I do apologize for anybody listening later on about the constant butchering of Japanese and French names.
Yeah, we might, we're doing a whole Godzilla and murdering names, stomping on the names.
That's it. I'm gonna start making video memes of Godzilla stomping on names that I butcher all the time.
There you go.
It's gonna happen as soon as I figure out this whole video editing crap.
The
She's like,
sixth movie, what's that?
"Come again?"
I'm going to say the sixth movie in the series was Invasion of the Astro Monster.
Yeah, that okay. Scratch that up to another one I haven't seen.
I don't remember that one too much neither. But
The Sea Monster. I've heard of it, and I heard it's probably one of the worst ones. There's one of those Godzilla movies that they said it was so bad that the director of it ordered all of them like all of them in Japan destroyed. That he got his hands on. Kind of like George Lucas with the Christmas special.
I have a copy of that special on VHS. I recorded
Oh,
it off the TV, and it is so
nice.
bad that it's fun to watch.
I actually like the Christmas special. Okay. I admit it. I like the Christmas special.
that
I've
whole
said it.
disco theme with Skywalker thingy.
I could do without that part. The I liked the one with the giant space turtle. That was cool. I can't remember the name of it though.
Yeah, I remember that one. Was that wasn't Adora? No, was that Destroy All Monsters? I know there was one that was with a few of the monsters, was it not?
I'm drawing Space Godzilla is what Lady Miss is saying. Godzilla versus Space Godzilla.
I'm trying to remember that one.
I used to know all the Godzilla and monster names.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the one that speaks.
And then they had the whole Monster Island thing, and then Godzilla had a little little baby. Manila is what its name was, and I can't remember.
I think that one was Godzilla versus. Was it? No, it wasn't Megazilla. 1974. I'm trying to remember the space. Now I'm stumped.
Yeah, you got us.
Yeah,
The chat got us.
that is good.
It's not often the chat gets us, but bravo, chat.
The eighth movie in the series was called Son of Godzilla, I believe, 1967.
And I believe that was the unveiling of Manila, wasn't it?
Yep. And there was a couple of features that started with K, too, and I'm trying to remember their names.
Angela. He
Damn, I
was
can't
the
remember.
like. He was the one that kind of looked like a rhinoceros crossed with a turtle.
Yep.
Godzilla, the animated. Was there an animated series?
There was a they call that henchai series? Shin Godzilla, I believe it was called, 2016. I'm not sure if that's the one they're talking about.
I know there was a Shin Godzilla the movie.
Yeah,
I actually thought that was actually pretty good. A lot of people didn't like it. I don't think
I enjoyed it,
I enjoyed it, but
but
of
I'm a
course
big
we're
handshake fan too.
we're hardcore Godzilla fans though.
Mhm. I believe after Son of Godzilla, there was
What had 3 movies?
Destroy All Monsters.
Yeah, that definitely sounds accurate. And
And that was a big all out brawl in that one. What did they call that big WrestleMania thing? That was the WrestleMania of Godzilla.
wasn't that the year where they actually had like Godzilla on WrestleMania?
Oh, I don't remember. Was that on WrestleMania? That'd be cool.
He was on a. I can't remember, or maybe it was just a big joke. I don't.
I don't remember it myself. And after
Oh
that,
man,
then,
we
hmm
have Parrot Head with the Godzilla series. Maybe you should come up here and show these.
so the 10th movie was a follow-up called All Monsters Attack, 1959. But they called it All Monsters Attack, but only two monsters.
Yeah, yeah, I thought that was a little weird.
And I think at this point in time, I think they were starting to get a little bit
Burn
silly.
out on the Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gamera was the turtle. That was the Godzilla knockoff.
Right. Yeah.
I thought everybody gives that movie so much crap, but for a god like a cheap Godzilla knockoff, I thought it was actually good.
hmm
Don't hate me. No, I'm kidding. You can think what you want. I don't care. I like that movie.
hmm
I'm gonna stand by it. I like that movie. I liked Gamera. It's just one of those things that's like it's so bad it's good kind of.
hmm
Hey, speaker for the dead, how are you doing? You want to come up here and talk some Godzilla?
King of Monsters.
Yes,
Godzilla.
Gojira. Ooh,
11th movie in the series is called Godzilla versus Ghidorah. 1971. I was 1 year old.
1971 was the one with Ghidorah.
Ghidorah. Yep.
I like that one. I genuinely like that one. That was the Ghidorah's the three-headed one, if I remember.
We have the one.
Yeah, Ghidorah had
Yeah.
three different heads.
Yeah.
Lady Miss is like Son of Godzilla was not a favorite. Yeah, I kind of gotta agree with you there.
yeah. I was waiting for the old Son of Godzilla to get killed or something. I'll be, yeah.
It wasn't exactly the best, but it wasn't exactly the worst either.
Mm.
I think I chalked that one up to the 98. But of the Toho Godzilla, Son of Godzilla is pretty up there on the worst scale.
12th
I know
movie in the season or series was Gigan.
I like Godzilla versus Gigan.
Yep. That's one of my other favorites.
That and Never Big God. Yeah, I think that was a big thing all around, no matter what media you were looking at. The Japanese to English translation even didn't even get too good, even in the 80s,
Hmm.
because, well, I mean, it was getting better in the 80s, but I mean, just look at Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest for how bad translation errors were. But
What?
there was a Nintendo game for Godzilla. I
Yeah,
believe it was Godzilla Destroy All Monsters is what it was.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I think my brother had it because me and my brother had our like we kept arguing and fighting over the one Nintendo. So my mom, to keep us from killing each other, bought my brother another Nintendo. So so he had his own games and I had my own games. It was because it was a fight and a half to see who would play. Some of them some days, especially right after school. Like after we were both done with our homework, it was always a battle royal for the Nintendo.
Mm, we already talked about, or mentioned the 13th movie, Godzilla versus Megalon. Megalon, that was in 1973.
Yes, that I thoroughly like that movie. I think that and the Godzilla versus Gigan was or Gigan was one of my favorites,
Yeah.
and almost anything with Ghidorah is up there. But I didn't want to pick the obvious ones. Of course, Mechagodzilla, any of the Mechagodzilla movies are good. It's Mechagodzilla.
Yeah.
What's not to like? But that's been said all over the YouTubes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to
Well,
stay away from the obvious, if you know what I mean.
Godzilla versus Megalozilla in Terror of Megalozilla. 1974 and 1975.
Yes, 19.
Great.
This is
Great.
a good point. This is a good point. Godzilla was a great monster. It just seemed like he never used the way he could have been. He was used, yes, better in Ready Player One than his own films. It's
Mm-hmm.
sad to say, but it's so true.
Yeah. So there was a bit of a hiatus after the Terror of Megalozilla. It was in 1984. It came back with the return of Godzilla.
Oh, you sent me a link, Parrot Head. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. Let's see if I can do this right this time. I don't know if there's any audio for it, but we're gonna see if I can actually get this working. Hopefully, I can get this working right. Chrome. Hold on. Did I lose you, Mr. Hyde? I think I lost Mr. Hyde. I wonder if his phone overheated. He was on his phone. I wonder if his phone overheated and kicked him out. Oh, there he is. Let's pull him back. Let's see. I'm going to try to cancel this and get Mr. Hyde back up here because it's blocking my
There we
thingy.
go.
There you are, Mr. Hyde.
I think I
Let's see
knocked
if we
myself
can.
out. But
I'm going to see. Did you? I
yeah,
was
I
wondering,
tried to
did
get
your
into the
phone
chat.
overheat? Because
No, I tried to go into the
if you're
chat to see what I could see anything, and then I knocked myself out. I was like, oh, crap.
yeah, he's got a list of Godzilla video games that he popped up in the Discord. I was just gonna see if I could share the screen of the Discord and just open it up from there, maybe. While I'm on it, just let me there. It's let me share my entire screen. Now, here we. Let's see. Is it working? Did the share screen work so far?
I see something up there.
All right, let's see if we can list. Here we go. Because I'm going to open this up and we'll see if
Better not be
we can.
porn.
No, it's.
So after we had Return of Godzilla, we had another high. We came back in 1989 with Godzilla versus Biolante, I believe it was called. Over there. Hello. Hey, where'd everyone go? Hmm. I'm all alone now. Hello, everybody. You must have got kicked out when you tried to do the screen share. Hello. Yeah, we're done. Technical difficulty. Let's go. And whoosh, right back into it. So the next one was Godzilla versus Biolante, I believe it was called, in 1989. And then in 1991, we had Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. One thing that was always nice, there was a bit of a hiatus through some of them, but for the most part, they were released one after the other. Then the 19th movie in the series was Godzilla versus Mothra in 1992. And there was two monsters in that one, Mothra and Batra. I don't remember Batra too much, but Mothra was always a cool monster. The 20th movie in the series was Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla in 1992. And we had a slew of monsters in that one. We had Mechagodzilla, Super Mechagodzilla, Rodan, Fire Rodan, and Baby Godzilla. We're back.
Sorry about that.
Hey, that's all right. I was just continuing on with rhyming off some of the movies.
Well, thank you for carrying on while I had to get stuff together. Now I'm on my phone because my
There we go.
PC's gone.
No. Gremlin.
Tribbles.
Trouble with trouble. It was damn trouble.
Actually, we've established that we call tribbles, like a whole bunch of tribbles, a trouble of tribbles.
Nice.
You know how crows are like a murder?
Mm-hmm.
A whole bunch of tribbles is a trouble. A trouble of tribbles.
A trouble of triples.
A trouble.
Trouble. A trouble of
A
triples.
trouble of tribbles.
All right. Try to say that 10 times fast.
A trouble of triples. A trouble of triples. A trouble of triples. A trouble of triples. Trouble. Ah!
Ah, there you go.
I got at least 5 times out of it, so
Yeah.
before I started messing up. So usually, if you don't mess up in the first 5 times, 10 times is rough. Now, where were we?
Well, you were trying to do a screen share, and I think that might have been where your trouble situation started. So I continued on, and I talked about. I think I got as far as the 20th movie in the series called Godzilla versus Megagodzilla in 1993. And the 21st movie after that was in 1994. And it was called Godzilla versus Space Godzilla. And I believe there's a fairy Mothra in that one.
I thought Mothra was kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, when I was watching Mothra, I was really fascinated with caterpillars and bugs and moths, especially moths. I was really interested in rare types of moths at the time. So having a gigantic movie monster moth when I found Mothra was really cool and really interesting at the time. So
Mm-hmm.
when I was really into studying bugs and things.
I'm okay with bugs, just not spiders. You show me a spider, I'd scream like a girl in there. I don't know why.
So you basically like my dad. My dad, he's probably one of the most fearless men I've ever met. But you get him a snake or a spider, he'll scream like a baby back bitch.
Yep. Show me a little spider, harmless little spider, and I run. Then they get the heebie-jeebies for the rest of the day. My wife works part-time for a bug company, and some of the stories that she comes up with, when she comes home and tells me about some of these giant ass spiders that she sees, especially like wolf spiders and stuff. And I'm like, nope, there's no way I can do that job. I'm just glad she doesn't bring any home with her.
Yeah.
So after the Space versus Godzilla, the 22nd movie was called Godzilla versus Destroya. Destroya, or something like that. 1995. I don't remember that one very
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. I can't recall it either. I don't.
I
Okay,
don't
another
remember much.
Godzilla that I have to add on to my list to watch if I can actually find it anywhere. There's not very many Godzillas that have escaped me.
That one definitely has a skip. I don't remember that one.
Yes, I don't remember that one either. Yeah, I think the computer situation is so bad I may have to just shut it completely off and restart it.
Technology
Is
is
that
a wonderful thing.
did it cancel the StreamYards? Oh, I think it did. Holy crap.
And yeah, I'm off. Can you hear me?
You're still on?
Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you just fine.
Okay. Because I'm in the show.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sorry. Due to technical difficulties, Mr. Hyde will no longer be seen on screen, but he will be
I'm
heard.
I'm a ghost. Mr. Hyde the ghost.
The ghost of Mr. Hyde.
There you go.
Hello, Mr. Ghost of Mr. Hyde. How are you, sir?
I'm watching. Always watching.
Even when I pee?
uh,
I'm sorry. That was. I couldn't help myself there.
it's making sure you wash your hands afterwards.
Ah, that's good.
So now, after Godzilla versus Destroyer, which we don't remember that movie, we get into what they call the Millennium Era. So and that starts with Godzilla 2000 Millennium.
Wait, maybe I can
How
fix
many?
it. Hold on. There we go.
Oh, I'm no longer a ghost. I'm
I got you
corporeal
back,
again.
buddy.
I'm corporeal again.
He's back. The man behind the mask. Oops,
I'm
wrong
no,
franchise.
I'm no longer a ghost. Yeah, I don't remember the 2000 Millennium movie. I think a lot of these, um, in this time period between 1999 and 2000, I don't remember too many of those. Because there was another one called Godzilla versus Megarius or something like that. I don't know. That was in year 2000.
Can you spell it out in the private chat? Maybe I'll give it a stab.
Megaguirus. Megarius. Megarius.
Magurin?
Megarius.
Magurin?
Here I am. I'm being Godzilla, stomping all over his name.
Yeah.
Let me just get my rubber suit on and start stomping on it. Now, the 25th movie, I remember that one. Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah. Giant monsters all out attack. I remember seeing that
Blame Mr. Jekyll. Lady Miss says.
one.
He froze my stuff, Mr. Hyde. I'm gonna have to kick. Wait a minute. If you're Mr. Hyde, isn't Mr. Jekyll a part of you?
Yep.
So
He's
that
the
means
good
if I
guy.
tell you to kick his ass, you gotta kick yourself in the butt.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't even want to ponder how that's physically possible.
I don't. It isn't. No, not
No,
without
no.
dislocating my
I know
kneecap.
somebody who could actually kick their own butt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he literally jumps up in the air and the back of his heel kicks his butt. But yes, he can
I'd
kick
been,
his own ass.
I'd end up in the hospital.
It's one of the funnier things I've seen done. Just to see it randomly done. Like when the first time I've actually seen it, him actually do it, it was like, man, Shusher, I'm gonna kick your ass. He's like, I'm gonna kick my own ass, and then he just jumps up in the air, kicks his own ass.
Jeez.
I
24th
forget what
movie I
that
was
argument was.
hmm?
24th. Oh yes, Godzilla.
20, 26th actually we're on now, right? Which
Man, we may
is
have to make a part two of this puppy. We're only on
Godzilla versus
24.
Megagodzilla. 26. We're on 26.
Even Lady Mist don't like spiders, according to chat.
Yeah. See, people are always like, they're so good putting violence. They get rid of bugs. And I'm like, yeah, but why do they have to be so icky? Why couldn't they be like something pretty that got rid of bugs? I can do that. But no, they have to have 8 legs, 8 eyes, and look like the devil. Nothing. And some of them can get quite big, and some of them can jump. I've seen some that can jump, and I tell you, I can jump faster than them. So the 27th movie was Tokyo SOS. I remember that one. Are we there? Godzilla versus
Godzilla versus
Bio.
Biolante, monster born from the cells of plant and woman. This is the one where it was so bad that the director wanted to destroy every single known copy.
Yeah.
Like he thought it was so terrible.
And you know it's bad when that happens.
Yeah. I actually got to watch it, and I don't really see too much wrong with it, other than some bad editing. Other than that, it's a Godzilla movie. Of course, you wouldn't see bad editing when you were a kid. Now that I watch it as an adult, it is kind of bad.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to put that on my list of Godzilla movies to watch because I'm trying to remember it, but I don't remember too much about it. 2004, we got Godzilla: The Final Wars, which is 28th series. And that had the who's who of monsters in it, right? It had Monster X, Ghidorah, Rodan, Mothra, King Caesar. Ghidorah was in it. And I think there was a bunch of other ones.
Parrot Head's still on spiders.
Something
That
tells me
is
you won't be
true.
strong enough to catch a fish. You know, I have a feeling I'm not going to sleep tonight now. I'll be sleeping with one eye open, imagining spiders coming at me with spider webs that are strong enough to carry me away.
There, I think there are spiders in the Amazon rainforest about as big as a raccoon.
Good God.
If you
Good.
really,
Yeah, thanks for that. Well,
sorry.
so much for sleep. So much for sleep tonight.
Well, maybe you could join Insomniac Theater or Insomniac 2.
Yeah. Jeez. Good God. No, I can't imagine a spider that big. I guess Australia's got them pretty big too. Oh, they're
Or you
coming
could
for you.
join, I think, no. Yeah, it's so hot we have no AC, so at night I leave the door open so I get all kinds of noises from the outside.
Oh yeah. I finally put air conditioning in this year. I couldn't take it anymore.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. My Canadian blood can't take the heat. So, the 31st movie in the series is Godzilla City on the Edge of Battle. And there's two released that same year in 2018 with Godzilla the Planet Eater. I don't remember the Planet Eater one. I guess Godzilla was so hungry he had to eat a planet or something. Uh-oh, he's gone again. The triples have got him. So it's just you and Mr. Hyde. So I guess I'll just continue on with the movies. After the Godzilla the Planet Eater, we moved to a Hollywood film. In 1988, the Roland Emmerich film Godzilla. Um, I really didn't like this movie at all, and we touched on that the early part of the live stream where the soundtrack was actually better than the movie. And then we had another bit of a break in 2014. Godzilla came back with the movie Godzilla, which I really enjoyed. That I was kind of skeptical going in. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I liked how it was more character oriented, like character driven, other than monster driven. I think it was well acted, very well directed, and I believe it was directed by Gareth Edwards. And I was really excited when they found out they were doing a sequel to it in 2019 called Godzilla King of Monsters. And a lot of people have issues with this. I didn't mind it. I thought it was quite good. I mean, it's not a perfect movie, but it was still quite interesting. And now we have to wait till 2021 for Godzilla versus King Kong. And that movie, I have my money's on King Kong or Godzilla. I don't know what anybody else thinks, but I think Godzilla should come out on the winner on that one. And apparently, they said there's going to be a definite one, so it's not going to be a tie. I heard a rumor there might be a third monster in that one, but I don't know. We all know how rumors like to fly. And I have to apologize if anybody is trying to comment. I can't see because I am on my phone. And I tried to get up the comments, but when I did, it kicked me out of the live stream. So if anybody's chatting away to me and I don't see, I'm sorry. It's not my fault, man. Go hate on Mr. Hyde. So I'm not sure if Grandpaster's going to be back or not. So I wonder if we should Well, this is true. Not everyone wants to listen to me ramble on about much ado about nothing. We've covered pretty much all the Godzilla movies right up to 2021, which I'm very excited about for Godzilla versus King Kong. Three movies that I can't wait to see: Godzilla versus King Kong. I like the one I need to see the God or the Ghostbusters Afterlife, which I'm more stoked about than anything. And of course, I want to see the Top Gun Maverick. My wife wants to go see that one more than that. But something to look forward to in 2021 when everything comes back, I think. Anyways, well, I think I might just bounce off the stream. And I don't know if it's going to cancel the stream out, but there's only one going on here. And it would be kind of interesting. But I don't think Pastor's coming back. There must be an issue with the internet or something. So good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning into Darth Pastor's stream. It's been a fun one, my first one with Darth Pastor. So I'm looking forward to more and chatting with everyone again. All right. Have a good night, everyone. Bye bye.
Where'd he go? It's we got it. We're back, and nobody's here. We are back. And I guess I'm going to sign out because these tribbles are ridiculous right now. But if you're still watching, thank you for coming. Lady Miss, Parrot Head, thank you. Thank you. Speaker of the Dead, thank you for joining us. Mr. Hyde, thank you for being a guest. And be awesome to each other, everyone. And for those of you catching it, this was a really interesting stream. Yes, we've had our share of tribbles tonight. Thank you for sticking with it. And stay awesome and be awesome to each other. Later, everyone. Darth Haster out.